Most of you know that my wife passed away 3 years ago. I took 2 Sundays off. All of you who were here and present for that, you encouraged me to take more time. But y'all, the Spirit was pressing on me and drawing me and convicting me and saying, go and preach. You have to go preach. 2 weeks I stood there and I worshiped in church, but I didn't preach. The 3rd week I knew God was telling me to preach. Church cleared out that day and I was just kind of lingering around. And the front doors opened and there was a shadow that walked in. This man stood in the front doors of our church. I walked up to him and he's crying, sobbing. He said, I don't want to talk. I just need a minute. So he walked over and he sat down at a pew and I said, well, I'll respect what you're asking. I said, I'm going to be just around the corner. And 5 or 10 minutes later, I walked back into the sanctuary. This guy is in the center aisle on his knees with his hands up staring at the cross. He's got his hands up like this and just crying over. And I put my hand on him and I said, I know you said you don't want to talk, but you sure seem like you need something. And with almost anger in his eyes, he pulled his hands down and he said, I just lost my wife and she left me with my 2 kids. What could you know about that? And with tears in my eyes, I said, I know a little more than you might think. And we hugged and we cried and I told him I lost my wife. Y'all, the Spirit drew me to preach that day because that man came in and needed to hear the gospel of Christ. And he wasn't going to hear anybody who couldn't relate with him. Do you hear what I'm trying to tell you? God's Spirit will speak to you. Don't refuse Him.